Oh, good morning. Oh, lighting in here is terrible first thing. Oh, hey, how you going there, guys? Good to hear, good to hear. Me? Oh, I'm super duper, thanks for asking. It's my birthday! Woo! 26 today. So, yeah, I just woke up and Carissa told me, oh, just stay in bed. I was like, well, that's unusual, but, I'm not going to argue with you. You're the boss, you know what I mean? I wake up and because I got things. So take a look right here. Okay, so first and foremost, Sour Patch Kids boy, my main. Shut the fuck up! It's my birthday. I can eat what I want. Let's have a look. You see now. Oh check these out, Dottie. Oh, there's my wife now. Thank you, dearest. Black Superstars. I don't even know you could get Black Superstars. These balls so hard, and I truly feel just flex on the inferior Adidas Gazelles on a whole new different level. It's like Superstar just took the Gazelle game, and then just made it its own and did it better. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. And finally, the card. My wife forgot that this was my 26th birthday and not my 6th birthday. But hey, that's alright. Love the Avengers. Sour Patch Kids fight. Welcome to the light. Shut up. So, I have to get out of bed now because dad duty calls. Even though I got a little bit of respite. Oh god. So I gotta do things, get done, and I've got workout to do. Yeah. Oh yeah. Plans today, man. It's gonna be a big one. I actually don't know. I can't remember. I think I've got it written down somewhere. Maybe. No, I don't. I didn't write anything down for today. But I know I've got a lot to do, and I'm pretty sure I'll manage to get it done. So stick around and we'll see how that shakes out. I'm doing jumping jacks in the rain. What's your excuse? Hey, 11, I think, in the bag. Past the halfway point now. That was done as fuck. I'm gonna be honest, that was really good. I'm sure I'm doing more than when I started, because when I started I was doing 2 or 3 circuits of 2 sets, like 2 different exercises instead of each exercise. Now I'm doing 3 sets of 1 circuit and then 2 other circuits which are made of 2 exercises plus the yoga as well at the end. And that's just sort of naturally happened, which I'm really happy about. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a massive fan of yoga. I think it's really good for flexibility. It helps keep your muscles loose. So, I think it really complements traditional strength training in a lot of ways. It's also very meditative. So I like it for a lot of reasons. Every time I've been doing this exercise thing, every time I said I've come on and fallen off the wagon, I've tried to integrate some yoga into it. There's the problem, right? I'm trying to integrate yoga into it. Whereas what's happened is the same thing as I was talking about diet and exercise. I did the thing that came to me easier, that I wanted to do more, I was having more fun with, kept the other thing in the back of my mind, and then came together. So I came in just planning to do the calisthenics, but then every couple of days, I'll finish my exercise and see the yoga mat there and don't have anything particularly pressing, so I'll roll it out and do a yoga session. This new approach that I'm taking to things has actually affected the way I interact with yoga. Results being that today, so I went out there and as I was going through my yoga poses, I hit that flow state. And that's the first time it's ever happened when I was doing yoga. I wasn't even thinking about what I was going to do next. I just went from one position to another, to another, to another, to another. The other thing that I wasn't expecting was I lost count. When you go into a flow state, time sort of disappears and you just sort of flow, right? That's why it's called flow state. Oh, I'm just going to turn the light on, see if that makes any difference. No, not really, whatever. I was doing the poses and I lost count in my head because I was just sort of feeling the breeze and listening to the music and the sounds, and I just sort of ended up losing myself in it. And then when I came to, I'd feel the muscles tensen a bit and I'd get to that point of, okay, that's enough, on to the next. And that's when I stopped. So that's really interesting. I found it so much easier to find that point of enough when I was really flowing with the activity. Whereas usually, since I had the first epiphany where I did the rant at the back, I've been trying to find that voice that says enough. Whereas when I just go with the activity, it just comes to me. Anyway, so all I want to say is really solid session, really enjoyed that, really enjoying this challenge. I feel like this is familiar. I think the reason I'm hitting all these bumps and bruises so quickly and in such quick succession is because I'm going through the same process that I have the other times I've started working out, but I'm doing it a lot faster now because, 10 days, 11 days in a row, I've never done that before. It's always been broken up into like 3 days, 1 day off, 4 days on, 2 days off, those sorts of intervals. And so I'm doing the same amount of exercise in a shorter amount of time. And so say you do this much exercise and you have problems here, 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 and here. Well, if you do that much exercise, it comes with those problems. So if you do it in this amount of time or this amount of time, you're still going to get the same issues. And so when you condense it down to this, it's like bang, 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 bang. And so as I said, that feeling of familiarity is making me feel like, oh, right, I remember this, right? You push through the hard stuff and then you get to that plateau, and I'm at that state now. Like the way I'm feeling is basically, yeah, my muscles are a little bit sore, not as bad as they were the other day though. I'm a little bit winded and I feel a bit tired physically, but mentally I'm feeling very strong. And it didn't really take too much mental energy to get into my workout today, or to get through it for that matter. But that being said, this thing's all about ups and downs, right? So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out over the next couple of days and see if this trend either improves, or maybe I'll hit another massive downer, or maybe I've reached the plateau of stability with any luck. Anyway, I'm just gonna go get changed real quick, and then I'm gonna get cracking into the day. All right, let's see if I can get this right. Hey, all right. Check this out. Hey, would you look at that? All right. Now, this one's the tricky one. Okay, now I got to get these off and the next one's on in one shot. All right? Okay, let's see if I can get this right. Hey, brother, nailed it. All right, now for the finishing touch. All righty, if I can just... Hey, Daddy Singh, would you look at that? Okay, now just the other one, and hey, but look at these clean sings. Whoosh, superstars for superstars like myself. All right, so one last thing you've got to take care of. Oh, okay, yeah, looking clean. All right. Anyway, I got to get cracking into some business. I'll catch up with you guys later. So a couple of days ago, I was talking about breakfast in one of my earlier videos. If you haven't seen the one about diet and exercise, then I'll put like a little clicky thingy so you can go to the video up here if I can figure out how to do it on YouTube. Short version is that I said that you don't need to have a breakfast that has, all the micronutrients and all the bee's knees in it, right? But if you can have something like that, all the better. So what I'm going to do is show you guys how I make my everything plus the kitchen sink smoothie. A bucket of protein powder, a bag of spinach, 2 bananas, some full cream milk, and finally 1 bottle of good old-fashioned water. Full cream milk, okay? High-low milk is a scam. In the mortal words of Ron Swanson, there's 2 things that I hate: liars and skim milk. And the reason I hate skim milk is because it's water pretending to be milk. If you're gonna have a smoothie, you might as well go with full cream milk. What's the problem with it, right? Full cream, so it has more saturated fat. You need a bit of fat in your diet. Obviously, it's just as important as the other macronutrients, protein and carbohydrates. The thing with milk is, as long as you don't drink too much of it, it's fine. It's actually really good for you, and you lose all the nutritional benefits of milk when you drink high-low milk. Also, it tastes like shit. Just get your smoothie cup or your NutriBullet or your blender or whatever the hell it is that you use to make smoothies. Get some milk, put some milk in there. How much milk, you ask? Some milk. Measurements are for nerds. So, next thing you're gonna do is take your bananas, peel that shit. And then you're gonna slice them up and throw them in the thing. If you think too highly of yourself. Otherwise, just bloody break the bastards up and drop it in as chunks. I mean, it's going in a blender anyway. Why do you need to be too fancy about this shit? You're just putting more obstacles in your way. Next, grab your protein powder. You don't need to use any specific protein powder, like whatever it is you use if you're using anything. go for it. If you don't have protein powder or a supplement, then it doesn't really matter. But yeah, put in however many scoops it tells you to do on the bucket. Next, chuck your spinach in. How much spinach? Once again, that much. I love the greens, don't you? Ha, political joke. Next thing is, if you're feeling really fancy, chuck in some peanut butter. I mean, you can chuck in a whole bunch of stuff into this, right? It's a bit like a tablespoon, you know, good source of protein and unsaturated fats. So chuck in some peanut butter, chuck in some spirulina, chuck in some chia seeds, you know, whatever else you've got at hand. And then at this point, this is where I'd usually also chuck in probably like, you know, a bit of muesli or something like that as well, just to give it a bit more bulk. Now I don't have any muesli at the moment. All I have is Sultana bran, and in my experience, when I've used Sultana bran, it turns into a gloggy, gross mess, and I'm not really about that life. Okay, so last step, obviously, chuck the thingy on the thingo. Using very technical terminology here, I know. Put it in the blender, and then blend the fuck out of it, boy. And hey presto, voila, look at that. Perfectly balanced breakfast, all ready to go. I can drink this on the way to work, smash down, no worries. And it tastes only a little bit terrible. So, there you go. Your everything plus the kitchen sink smoothie. Fantastic breakfast with everything plus the bee's knees, just like I promised. Oh, the water? That's just to take with you so you can remember to stay hydrated because it's important. So there you go. You have a guide for making yourself a really good breakfast smoothie. Like most things, the trick is to just not overcomplicate it. You don't have to worry about what you're putting in, how much you're putting in, this, that, the other, because then it gets too difficult, and once again, then you're just going to go for whatever an easier option is if you put too many obstacles in front of yourself. So just grab whatever you have at hand, look around, look for healthy things, and just chuck it in a smoothie. Spinach, muesli, a protein supplement if you can get your hands on one, and bananas are bloody beautiful. Other things you can chuck in, you know, if you can get some frozen mixed berries, they always go down a treat, or some like mango chunks. There's all sorts of frozen fruits you can get from like the fridge section at a Coles or your supermarket or whatever. What I'm going to do is chug this down and then get into my business for today. I'll talk to you later. Alright guys, well that's the end of my day. Just went and picked the kids up from school. So today's been a pretty good day. Got some dishes done, did some laundry. Just going to sit in the backyard and have my 10 minutes for a bit of a chill. But yeah, I think we're going to call it quits for today. I think I've covered enough, and I don't want to have a video that drags on for too long. I think yesterday's was a little bit on the long side. I hope you found something helpful in the video. Try out that smoothie, think of some other stuff to put in it, and if you give it a try, let me know what you think of it down in the comments below. Make sure to give it a like, subscribe, and if you could share the video. You know, it's my birthday, if you want to give me a birthday present, share the channel. I could always use a little bit more exposure. I'd much appreciate it. Anyway guys, that's going to be it from me today. Much love, and I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I'll see you all on the flip side.